doing a whole different show after this, but I could be wrong, but I stand by this. These are my thoughts on what is going to happen for the future of RHONJ. We go so slow. We slow it down. I explain my thought process. And this was recorded August 1st. So there's that. And feel free to disagree, feel free to agree. And you know what's so funny is, like, you're going to be surprised at what I'm going to have to say. A lot of people that, you guys had a very visceral reaction with Melissa's old nose being here, which I stand by what I said. I would like Melissa's old nose here every week. I would really like her just to do one show with me a week. But, can you really expect people to just give up their time and just dedicate their lives to you? I mean, this is a really highly rated podcast. We're just number 16, all podcasts and TV and film. That's huge. So everyone gets something out of it, right? But can I expect that? Believe it or not, I'm not an asshole. I have reservations about asking people for things, really. I mean, I do ask, but I don't expect someone to just give up their time. But I love Melissa's old nose. I'll stand by that. But I'm going to anger a whole bunch of other people today, which has nothing to do with her. And then a lot of people who were angry. Ooh, girl, you're going to be so happy with me today. Again, what if I was one of those people who cared and I pandered to the audience? I really see what a lot of my colleagues are doing. I don't need to mention any names. And I got to thank Lala Kent for this, because that whole, like, you're in the comment section, Ariana and Katie and Sheena, whoever she said she said James was in the comment section. I love that. Just like my good friend Renee Graziano taught me, I wish that person well over there, which is really, I believe it or not, I don't wish anybody, I'm not Louis. I don't wish anybody any harm. I really don't. I really, truly don't look around. It's one of the things I go over in my life coaching on the weekends, because you know what? Nobody is you. You are totally different than everybody else. So stop looking at the competition. I really don't. I don't look at, and even people that hate me in this industry, and oh my God, there's so many. They're just jealous. I wish them all the best of luck. Their success or failure has nothing to do with mine. I look down, I keep my head down, and I work and I focus on myself. But yeah, I just, I find it so fake when people pander to the audience and they're, oh, well, Teresa's in favor this week, so let's say good things about her, this, that, and these teams. I don't understand it. I will never understand it. If you are a pro Teresa, that no matter what her and Louis do, we're talking about thongs, and I don't care if he just repeated it, and I understand she was telling the story. I think it's weird for a man still to talk about thongs when it's your wife's children or your own. I think it's weird. And those that hate Teresa, she can do no right. Well, it's so freeing when you just have no horse in the race and you just are like, listen, you guys know that there's a rat, and she scurries and the tail goes cha, 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 cha. No, I don't like the Tam rat at all. She hates me, rightfully so, but I don't like the Tam rat. But when I look at the TV, I am able to say to you, Tamra I'm a very self-aware person. I can step outside of myself and I don't like the woman, but look, she makes good TV. Her job is not even close to being in jeopardy. I know nobody likes her this season, but I mean, we're not getting rid of Tamra Judge. We already tried that. It didn't work, and she's doing the job, so she ain't going nowhere. I think everybody on the OC, my prediction is, you want my prediction on OC? We're not even through. I think everyone's coming back. Everybody, and that includes Alexis. I think everyone's coming back. So I can say something like, I don't like Tamra, and still give you an opinion on her. Same thing with Teresa and Melissa, which is why you guys drive yourself so fucking crazy trying to figure out, like, wait, and by the way, I love when people think I'm on Margaret's payroll, which we've talked about ad nauseum. Like, just because I don't like Teresa means I can be on Margaret's payroll. How about they're all acting like freaking crazy people? So these are my thoughts. That's a really, really, really long-winded introduction, but Everyone seems to like when I go off on a tangent. Maybe it's because I am so hungover and I just want to throw myself in front of a bus today. I'm sorry. I'm really hungover. But I stand by everything I said. I have wavered on this, but at the end of the day, this is truly, 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 and trust me, I understand all the arguments against everything I'm about to lay out. But, and I even saw some people allude to this somewhere. Some blog was like, this is what I think is going to happen. And I'm like, oh my God, like, are they stealing my idea? But the podcast isn't out. So they would have to have broken into my computer or have my apartment bugged. And you know what? Even that type of rationale is too crazy for me. This isn't RHONJ. We're not Louis and, investigators and Margaret. And so this is what I think is going to happen. Doesn't mean I'm in favor of this. Doesn't mean that what do I want to happen? That's interesting. I'll have to do another show on what I actually want to happen with this franchise. Do I really want it to be gone forever? I mean, it is so tempting, guys. It is so tempting. So this is what I think is going to happen. I stand by it. And yes, for those people in the back that are going to make the other stupid comment, we're still talking about New Jersey. I hate to break it to everyone. I think we'll talk about New Jersey every week on this podcast, not to this level, but I hate to break it to you. I think New Jersey will be talked about at least for 5 minutes every week on this podcast. That seems to be, people are so visceral. Here's the thing about people going crazy and having visceral reactions. That means they're listening. So without further ado, kick back, enjoy the fruits of my labor. This is a long one, and this is what I think is going to happen with the future of RHONJ. My prediction and my opinion. Am I right? Am I so wrong? Time will tell. And guess what? If I'm wrong, when you guys throw it in my face how wrong I was about Melissa coming back this last season, you can add this to the list and you can throw a second thing in my face. Wouldn't that be great? Wouldn't that make you happy? You'd have two things to take me down a few pegs. That's got to bring some happiness to somebody's life. You guys are having fun. I'm having fun today. So kick back, enjoy, and let's listen to David Yontef's Behind the Velvet Rope predictions on what I think is going to happen for the future of RHONJ. Who stays? Who goes? What's happening with the show? Will it come back? Will it come back with a new cast? Here are my